So we're gonna start assembling this computer set. We've lowered the camera so that you can see the tabletop. We've also covered the tabletop with the blueprint, so that we can actually assemble while actually looking at the blueprint itself. So I'm gonna leave Zara to assemble these.
First, I need to find all the pieces for A.
So what we'll be assembling will be the controller box. So it'll be the first piece that we'll be assembling for this kit. And Zara is currently looking for the pieces to put them together. What else?
We need all of the ones.
If you need help, I can just push him in.
No, try.
I think you got it exactly how it should be. There. It just needs some of these pieces. You just need to have an extra push. These wooden pieces are actually quite sturdy, so I don't think you should worry about breaking them. But sometimes it needs some you need some adult help in terms of putting them together. Things like that.
It's one board.
So what did you build?
I built the controller box.
Cool.
Control all of it. Then we need a storage chest.
Storage chest. So it seems like these pieces are numbered according to the components that you're building them with. For example, Zara is now looking for pieces that are labeled 2. 2Bs, 2Cs, and 2As. I've got another piece that's labeled 2 here. Zoom to the camera, it says 2B. So that's how it looks like. There you go.
This is 2C. This is 2B.
It is, yeah.
Now we need this plastic piece. A plastic thing that says Piper. Must be this one. Yep. Now we might need screws in these ones. So the screws are what screws? A and B.
So the box came with a set of these small tidbits. They are labeled with letters. So we've got this, I think these are called transistors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are all labeled with letters. So currently for the components that we're building, we need pieces A's until G. So what Zara has with her are sets of nuts and bolts.
So I'll need the screw.
Alright.
And we'll just have to push that in so far. I think you have to go like this first.
You can just manually screw it with your fingers first. Make sure that so the threads are in, and then you can just tighten it with a screwdriver. So that's how I do it. I usually tighten it manually first with my fingers, then the screwdriver. Yeah.
There we go, one side ready. Then now we have the other side.
So these pieces, they are interlocking pieces. I don't know what you call them in carpentry, but they've got this teeth here where you have to assemble all 4 sides together. So that makes them more sturdier in terms of the structure. But with an adult supervising, then they'll be able to understand how these pieces go together. Alright, that works. You got to lift it a bit. This part, yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So our suggestion is to have a helping hand around, because I think it's you work faster with 2 pairs of hands as opposed to 1.
Okay. Now we need the other side.
So what we're building is currently what's called the storage chest.
Just go right at the bottom. Yeah, just.
Yeah. Is it in there?
No.
Do you need my help to just prop it up a bit? Alright. You'll manage. Alright.
So this, now we have to attach this piece. I'm sure it will just. The numbers and the letters have to be inwards.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Alright.
There.
We might need to again we need to loosen one part. These things, they interlock, so you need to actually have everything in place and then tighten them all at once. So the issue here is that we've been doing 2 components now, and the same kind of, it's not really a problem, but the difficulty, the challenge here is to just put everything together at once while they're loose, and then tighten every single component with nuts and bolts, and then we get the whole piece.
Just snap it in.
Yeah.
I'll just hold that up.
Mm-hmm.
So then stick. Now we have to screw it.
So what do you think this storage box is for? Storage
It's
chest.
for the mouse
Mm-hmm.
and some wires, because it will show inside the box
Mm-hmm.
a little picture.
Yeah. So we've
The
got
mouse.
this is the storage box for the mini mouse, the small mouse, and the transistors and the cables. So that's the second component that we've done. So we are moving on to the third one. So we're moving the blueprint upwards so that we can see the components that we're going to build.
You need the screen cable.
Screen cables. All right,
Screen cable. So you'll need this big piece.
I've got that. I think this
It's
is
all the yeah, that one.
it's quite easy to recognize. Is this screen that has a chip at the back.
Sure.
All right.
This way. Now we need the HDMI cable.
So all these cables are here.
Yeah.
Which one is the HDMI?
Probably one of these.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Is it labeled HDMI?
No, I don't. Well, that one's HDMI. Ah, so it should be this one.
Yeah.
The only big one. So we'll plug this in.
Mm-hmm. Would it fit though? Let's prop this up. I think it's this.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see.
the other way around. Maybe? Yeah, you have to push it in.
Alright, I'm gonna push it in for you.
Okay. Get these plugs.
I think it's already
It's
secured, no? Seems to be secured.
yeah. I don't think it was supposed to be in. There's gonna be this. Oops.
Don't break it. Right. Oh, there you go. Nice, prop in. So what's the other one?
Now the other one is the screen USB cable.
Alright.
We'll need to plug it in the small bit.
Yeah. Right? Good
Yeah.
job.
Now that's it for this one.
Mhm.
Now we scroll it back up
Wanna,
and just
yeah.
put
So
it
what we've
aside.
done is, what we've built is the screen
Screen.
cables. It's just a screen with its cables attached. So
Yeah.
it has this what do you call this screen protector, which we will peel off once later. So what's the next one? Number 4.
Number 4. These are number the 4. Now we need the A's and the B's again. 16 millimeter. I think.
So we're building, the next one is component number 4 is called the base assembly. Yeah, the base assembly, and it has a lot of components, this one.
Now this is
that part of it?
No, that's not. Same thing with this one.
Yeah.
I think it's a different pieces that are at the bottom. This one.
Alright.
So this is a 4A. Now we need a 4, the rest of the 4E, 4B, 4C. That's 5C, but we don't have that.
We are yet to move on to 5.
5D, 4D. And do we need those? No, we don't.
No, it's not in the picture.
So,
alright.
We'll need this big one in the middle.
So once more, we need to be careful with the way they interlock.
Yes. So, this one. It's probably this one.
Yeah.
That goes, yeah. Okay.
So remember, they interlock with one another.
This one.
So I think the best to start with is this piece because it has those teeth. This one.
This one.
Yeah.
So this one will go here. And just screw something on later.
Pop it up to you.
Just need to stick it in.
Okay. There you go.
There. So there. We'll probably need to screw something in here for later.
They might come in later, maybe. I think we have to just put them all together.
Yeah.
For now.
Because this will be for later. Because there's some a bolt there, so then you can screw that.
Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Bolt there. There should be. The lid should be up here.
Oh, I think this points to this bit instead of this bit. I think this points to. You see the blueprint here?
Yeah.
Actually, can you see the line there? I think this goes all the way down here.
Oh.
Yeah. So what we need to have.
We'll need.
Yeah. So there's a bit of confusion in the blueprint because of the lines and the way that it's 3D oriented.
I don't think that would fit inside for some reason. Maybe I have to lift it. Nope, it just wouldn't budge.
Can I see it? Is it the same size? It's a square size, right?
Yep. They're all the same.
I see. It's the other way around.
Oh.
I think it's the other way around.
Are they?
I think one part is curved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there.
You need to screw that in. I'll just stick it in first or something.
So apart from these pieces, what they call this, putting these pieces together with the interlocking mechanism, the interlocking design that they have with the teeth and the ridges and the grooves, they also have screws to make sure that they would not loosen in the future, I guess.
There.
Yeah.
Got that piece connected. Now we'll probably put in this.
What do you think? What should go first?
Probably this one.
I think that should go, yeah.
So it will go round. Yeah, because you need to screw that piece. You need to screw a lot of stuff.
2 parts, yeah.
There we go. We need another screw down there. Here. See if it's going. Yep, it's going in.
Yeah, so it's not really that complicated the way that this is assembled. As you can see, Zara, who's 9 years old, she's able to actually screw these screws and bolts together, put them all in together. It's minimal help from me.
Now this goes at the front. Well, we'll just see how to put it on first. So this can flap, so I think we need this piece first.
Yeah. That's good logic there. So Zara realized that the front bit, you don't have to put it right there and then. It's not that tricky at all. It's just
The push.
yeah, it's just a matter of pushing these parts together into the grooves. So I'm not sure what material, what kind of wood this is made of. Not really someone who knows a lot about wood, but this is quite light. It's quite light.
Okay, that's screwed in. Now this piece, we'll need one of those flickering pieces, like F, A, C, and F.
You know what they are called? Pieces, these F pieces.
No, I do not know what they're called.
Well, I'll tell you, these are called hinges. Yeah, hinges for doors. So we've got hinges for
The flap.
the flaps. Yeah,
We'll need a couple of these.
we do. Yeah, it needs pieces A, C, and even D as well. That's for the very end. So we'll keep D for the very end.
Yeah, we will need to do these ones first.
So make sure that that part where the hinges,
top.
yeah, the top bit goes there. And you need to screw it from the bottom. That's what it says there, right?
Yeah, so
from the bottom.
we'll need the A. Yeah, you'll need A.
What we can do is we can just flip this
Okay.
over. Would that work? Or I think that will be difficult.
You'll need to.
You won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
So I think this needs my help. So
Yeah.
so
So
you need to
you'll need
push from the bottom.
Yeah, that goes on top, I think.
So I'm gonna hold this for you.
Switch.
There you go.
Okay, I might need. I'll do the screws later.
Yeah, do the screws later. You get everything in there.
So then I could turn it over
Yeah.
all together.
That's right.
Now we need.
So I think we've been filming for a good half an hour. So it does take a while for this to be
Yes,
assembled.
it does. Now we'll need these.
Yeah, that part.
We'll need 4 for each.
Mhm.
That
We
will
need the hinges
the
for this one.
Then I'll screw it all together.
You know what this is called in Malay? It's called engsel. Engsel pintu. So as you can see here from the camera, you can see pieces that you're supposed to put on top of this part, this component.
Now we'll need to do this bit.
Yeah, it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah. Oops.
This one's for later.
Yeah, that should be another flap.
So as you can see, Zara's getting the hang of things, the hang of how to put these screws in together. You tend to think about what what kind of learning, what kind of lessons you get from building your own computer. Not just computer, just something that you build with wood and bolts and nuts and screws. So it is kind of a learning experience. There is an initial learning curve for those who have never never actually screwed things using nuts and bolts. But once you get the hang of it, like what Zara is, what we see with Zara now, you can see that it's kind of like second nature to her now. She's able to, she knows that these screws need to be tightened at the very end when you put them all together. And it does give you kind of like life skills on how to assemble things like IKEA furniture or any furniture in general.
There we go. So a little base assembly.
What is it called? Base assembly. Have you covered every single piece?
Let's check. They say there's screws. Yep.
Yeah, this one is missing a screw. You can see that it's missing it. So let's put one
So
in.
I'm missing one screw in there.
Ultimately, you'll get something like this. So that's what we are building at the moment. We're building a Piper computer with a lot of parts and components, not just to play Minecraft as it shows in there, but to actually use it as an actual computer. You can actually download a lot of things for Raspberry Pi. It has its own OS, operating system, but it also has a lot of software that comes with it.
Now that's the base.
So what do you put in the base? Can you tell
You
the audience?
can put the Raspberry Pi. Even, let's see, the speaker.
Yeah.
The screen.
This one.
Is a storage chest. The charging place to charge it, and it's cool because you have a little flap at the bottom.
Yeah. Looks very cool. Yeah. All right, we'll put this aside.
Now we need the 5A.
Yes.
We'll turn this over because you need that. And I'm sure you'll need, you'll need G. Now these are the letters to spell Piper.
So there's not a lot of mess involved in this at the moment. Just this is the
It
first.
used to be a mess, and then you make it into one thing.
Oh yeah. Well, the only trash that we got from here so far is this. So I think that's good news for those who prefer to have a clear and clean working space.
So I think you'll need to put that on. So we'll see.
This is the top bit, because usually when you have computers, right, you have the make, the brand right at the back of the screen. For example, Apple has the iconic Apple logo, Dell has theirs, Sony has their Vaio kind of wave, analog digital wave logo, and Piper has this.
And we also have to attach the rainbow on it, the rainbow logo with all the letters. So this is the rainbow thing that I was talking about that spells Piper. Now we need these pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a sticky bit.
Yeah, you can pull those off.
Oops.
You just make sure that you don't put the letters upside down. Instead of Piper, you get Dider. P, yeah, the red P goes first, yeah. Because there are two P's in this, two P's in the pod. 2 P's from the set. So you need to know to make sure that the red one goes first. The green P, the green P, the green P goes in the middle.
Just make sure to not peel that bit off, because you might accidentally peel it. Fit it in the
It's
square.
coming together.
Okay.
I'll help you work with the peeling so that it's faster.
Yeah. Stick them in. Now we need the last letter, the R.
And show this to the camera.
Now, that's what we were supposed to do.
Cool, right?
So that's the screen assembly. I'm not gonna screw it in, I'm just gonna press it in, all of them, to just make sure that that's how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. Okay, well, this one needs an extra push.
Try push in.
I need to go. There. Not much aligned. Okay. I'm gonna screw it all in later.
Which piece is that?
Now
That's
this
the 5D.
And we'll also need these pieces. So we'll have to put this piece in later. This random moving bit. Now this piece is a corner. So that's the only A's and B's. Now these ones are the
next part is this.
E's.
E's.
They're both E's.
Yeah, they're all
Which
E's.
are the big ones. Okay. So you need, so one's off here.
And the screw goes out from outside, and then that thing, the other one.
How does it point? It points up.
It points anyway. I think you just have to put it in for now.
Now, do we have to do it for all 4 of them? No.
No, only this part, the bottom part. That bit goes there.
This bit goes right
Yeah,
here.
but do we need to?
Does it look similar?
This
We
one
need
goes
to
here.
look. Ah, there's like openings.
Yes.
And this one should go here.
It goes there. And this
I don't
goes-
know how big this one's supposed to be. Now, this one you have to put on the
the
other
bottom
one.
part. Yeah, I'm gonna do that out of camera
Mhm.
later. So we've got this, right?
Yep. So this probably joins this little piece, also like this one. Probably also it joins to the bottom.
I think you need to tighten that bit because it says here to use a coin.
A coin.
Tighten it up.
Where can we find a coin?
We've got a piggy bank in front of us full of coins.
My piggy bank.
Yes. Let's see. We can
More
put
like a
this-
panda bank.
Okay, so we are on to the final, well, almost the final part. So we need to have this, but we need to put the latch in first. This one. So can you find the one with the small screws?
One with the small screws. These ones.
Yeah.
They're very tiny.
They're very, very tiny.
So we're gonna screw that in first. Then we'll need to screw these in.
I think that'll be longs. Yeah.
Then we just have to put all the stuff in. Because this is the whole computer itself.
Okay, so next thing that we need to do is we need to put this
Just
together.
attach it.
Yeah, to just attach it.
Okay.
It says to attach
How?
this part here.
Oh, you have
That
to hold
way.
that down.
Yeah.
Ah, these are part of here.
So what we need to do is we need to put this in first.
Yeah.
All right. I think I need your help with this.
You're okay. Oh, just. So this makes it not fall back, as you can see.
So it doesn't have to be tight because
You got the other side. There we go.
oh,
A chest.
you miss automatically.
We just have to put the stuff in.
Just have to make sure that all the screws that we've used to put all these pieces together are all tight. And then
Now it looks really cool.
it does look really cool. Now the first impression is that the top is quite heavy because of the screen.
But what will make it even is all the stuff inside, like the motherboard, the BlackBerry, the speaker.
Exactly. So we've got this then.
Yep.
There you go.
It's a laptop. Looks like a chest.
It's a laptop that looks like a chest. Raspberry Pi. So that's the last bit.
Now we have to just get all those.
So we need them.
So
The
first I'll
blueprint.
need to take everything out.
I've got the power bank charged, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab those. I grabbed the power bank.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Just gonna go through here. Squeeze through behind you. Sorry.
So I'll be needing some of the stuff. So gotta grab some of this because we might need it. Might need these for later.
Might be, might not. So
I'll probably need the wooden things that we made.
oh yeah, you're right.
The
Yes, you're
controller
right. You're right.
boxes.
Yes.
Yeah, the controller box.
All right.
and
So
all
we've
that
got this.
to put inside.
So we need.
This will go inside here. Now this actually just
Oh,
sits inside
it sits inside all these pieces. They've got these
bottom.
bottom grooves that it fits inside the grooves inside the actual component.
So if you shake it around, it won't really move.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? All right. Now let's find out if this is
Got the speaker. So we have to connect the speaker.
Raspberry Pi. Speaker goes to the Raspberry Pi component itself.
Here. So there it is. This is the speaker.
I haven't charged the speaker, so it might not work for now. So we need to
Yeah.
charge the speaker for a few hours.
We'll just put it in. So,
Okay. So connect the speaker into the Raspberry Pi circuit board,
there you go. Now we need the HDMI cable.
which is in here.
Yeah. It's probably which one? This big one?
It's the
HDMI.
HDMI is labeled
This
there.
one. Okay, we'll probably have to put this in. This goes right there. And
It has grooves as well, so you can just put this in.
okay, so this one will go in, I think, here. We'll push that down.
In the future, you might want to put this cable inside a bit more.
Yeah.
That's fine for now. All right.
Okay. So next, what will we need? Next.
There we need.
We'll need the power bank.
Is the power bank, and then we put in the power.
So then it also connects to the small one right here.
So we are ready to switch the
Goes in
hypercomputer to turn it up, to switch it on.
Yeah. See.
So what's the instruction that says how do you use? What happened to the instructions?
So where does the mouse? Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we've built the computer. So that's step 2. So we've built the computer. So we've done that. So we're moving on to connect to Wi-Fi and update. All right. Before getting started, please download the most recent version of our software to get the best experience possible. So
Yeah,
how do you switch it on? Just press this. Should we? Yeah.
We'll need to put one of these in, and I don't know what really
Oh,
color.
look at that.
It just switched on.
So it's starting Switch on. There you go.
There we go. Some stuff. Okay.
So it's
I'm sure this will
there.
have to connect.
So it's firing up.
Yep.
The white screen. Let's see what appears after the white screen. Wow. Oh, we haven't switched on the Piper.
Yeah.
So the speaker works.
Yep.
So there you go. So that's how
The
we assemble.
adventure.
Yeah. So we have assembled the Piper computer kit. Took us how many minutes? How many hours? Maybe 1 hour. So we spent 1 hour assembling the whole thing together, and it works. You switch it on, and you have a working computer.
Yep.
So let's find out what it actually says. Please connect
To
to.
Wi-Fi in order to get the latest update.
All right. Let's set up Wi-Fi. So we need to plug your mouse in.
My mouse will go.
I think your mouse goes.
It has to go from here.
Well, you have.
Well,
Yeah, just put
yeah.
it on the table first, but
Should
you
it?
need to use the mouse. Put it into one of the USB. So set up Wi-Fi.
Set up Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's ours.
Okay.
Choose one of those. Yeah, that one. Alright, so the password is, we're not going to tell you the password because it's our home personal password. Let's hope this works. So this is the first time the Piper is fired up, and then the first time that we're going to connect it to the Wi-Fi, our home personal Wi-Fi, and see if we're able to connect to the internet. And yes, it worked.
There we go.
So what we have here is the screen that shows that we are going to, what is this? What is that?
Pipe. I don't know. It's like a pipe. Story mode. You can play story mode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it says to update the Piper, the computer first. So you press on update. Yeah.
It may take a while. So
Oh, it says your system is already up to date. So that's fast. 100%. Okay. Alright.
There.
Yeah.
So that's Mars.
Excuse me.
Okay. It's loading.
So what's loading is the Minecraft Pi edition.
Okay.
So basically, I think that's what we want to show you. We want to show you how to assemble. We've done the unboxing, and we've assembled the whole component, the whole what they call this Piper computer kit, with a minimal help from me and a lot of work being done by Zara. How was the experience? How was it?
It was really fun making it, since I really like arts and crafts, and all the hard work equals to a very good laptop.
Yeah. So this is actually a laptop on its own. You can plug this onto a television. If you're familiar with Raspberry Pi, it's a very powerful computer. It's a very versatile computer. At the moment, you can see that it's now showing us story mode for Minecraft Pi. So we're just gonna leave you at that. Perhaps in the future, we're gonna have a second review on what this Piper computer kit can actually do. And I'm gonna let Zara play around with this for now. And perhaps in the future we'll show you what else we can do to extend the capabilities of the Piper computer kit. So you have anything else to say before we end?
I enjoyed making the computer kit.
Yes. So that's all for now. You can see us next time with another review of something else. So hopefully you can get your own Piper computer kit as a very good buy. At the moment it's on sale for $179 US. Perhaps in the future, not in the near future, we'll go back to its normal price, $299 US. And that's everything for now from us. We'll see you in the next video.